The Honourable Member for Trois-Rivières. Back to the fraud at CRA. Yesterday in committee, the minister went on the attack, but get this, not against fraudsters, against whistleblowers. It's crazy. She joined in CRA's witch hunt against its own employees. But without them, we would never have known taxpayers were robbed of over $100 million this year. Without them, we would have never known that CRA had hidden 30,000 cases of personal information theft from the Privacy Commissioner. Without them, we never would have known because CRA was covering it all up. Why is the minister an accomplice in the attack on whistleblowers?
The Honourable Parliamentary Secretary to the Minister of National Revenue.
Thank you for the question, Mr. Speaker.
Must be denounced, and I have to say that our minister and our government has supported Bill C-290 from that party's private members bill. There are situations where we are not able to talk about issues, specifically with respect to Section 241 in the Income Tax Act. But there are obligations and there are ways in which we are able to have whistleblowers report what they need to within the CRA, and we are constantly working on these issues. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
The Honourable Member for Trois-Rivières. If we need whistleblowers, it's because this government never does anything until their problems make the headlines. It's thanks to whistleblowers that we know about the fraud at CRA, which the agency's been hiding at every opportunity. It's thanks to whistleblowers we know about the extent of foreign interference. It's thanks to whistleblowers there was a crackdown on sexual misconduct in the military that a Liberal minister swept under the rug. The problem isn't whistleblowers, it's Liberals hiding information. It's in their DNA. Will the minister stop attacking whistleblowers and start going after the fraudsters? The Honourable Parliamentary Secretary.
Merci, Monsieur le Président.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
I think that the challenge here is whistleblowers. As I said earlier, there are ways within the CRA that people are able to report whatever misconduct that they see within the CRA. But I think the question really is, how do we protect whistleblowers? We have obviously supported Bill C-290 from the Bloc Québécois. I wonder if we can support the Conservative Party and their whistleblowing situation that's going on right now.
Member for Pierre Boucher, les Patriotes Verchères. Taxpayers have been robbed of over $100 million this year due to an epidemic of fraud at Canada Revenue Agency. But the last thing the Liberals want is for anyone to talk about it. Wednesday in committee, the minister threatened her own officials that if they keep talking to the media about CRA's problems, they could go to jail. Her priority isn't nabbing fraudsters, it's nabbing reporters' sources. Does the minister realize that fraudsters are the ones who should be threatened with jail, not whistleblowers and not officials? The Honourable Parliamentary Secretary. To the Minister of National Revenue.
Fraud very, very seriously. Now, with respect to what the member has talked about, we have supported whistleblower rights as shown in our support of that member's caucus bill, C-290, which aims to increase protections for whistleblowers. But we need to find the right balance when it comes to making sure that Canadians' data is protected while also ensuring the rights for whistleblowers. The CRA has an internal process for reporting, and we look forward to continuing to work with all members in this House and the CRA to strengthen that process.
The Honourable Member for Pierre Boucher, les Patriotes Verchères. Without whistleblowers, we never would have known CRA was defrauded of more than $100 million. We never would have known 62,000 taxpayers had their personal information stolen. We never would have known CRA was aware of security flaws for a whole year. It was only when reporters started looking into the problem that the minister did too. So instead of threatening whistleblowers, shouldn't we be thanking them?
Secretary to the Minister of National Revenue.
Merci, Monsieur le Président.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
have the highest respect for whistleblowers and support legislation, Private Members Bill C-290, put forward by that members' caucus to protect whistleblowers. But again, we have to ensure that Canadians' data is protected. We have to make sure that tax avoidance, tax filing, it carries the bear of fairness within our country and within the system. And we look forward to continuing to work together to strengthen that, and I look forward to working with that member for his ideas as well. Thanks, Chair.